Well, good morning, my friends. It's Friday, yay! Um, a long weekend for us here in America, for most of us anyway. So I'm looking forward to that and get Labor Day, and there's such thing as Grandparents' Day and Grandchildren's Day and you know all these things going on in the month of September coming up. There's a lot of nice holidays. I'm just checking out what, Houston, uh, there's, people are just coming back to having lost everything, that if you're in your 60s like I am, and you've had a house and all your possessions and everything are just total ruin. And so here you are, all you have left is a shell of a house, because you have to take down all the dry wall, okay, up to where it was flooded, remove that because of mold and spores and all that stuff, and then you have to have that completely redone, and new floors, and then any appliances, anything that was on the floor is ruined. It has to be tossed out because of mold, okay? And if you're talking waist high, water, that means, like, pretty much everything in your house is ruined. And so you have to start all over again. And whether not the federal, FEMA comes in and helps you. I mean, there's houses where water are up to the roof of their house, so their houses are completely ruined. And I mean, it's like, it's just devastating for these people. So anything that you can do to help, sending donations to reputable organizations like the Red Cross and that sort of thing, that would be the thing to do, I think. And so it's just, and then we've got Hurricane Irene or something like that, or Irma or something coming now from the Atlantic. It's going to hit there. So I don't know where it's going to hit or what trajectory it's coming exactly, but that was just earlier today. I'm thinking, oh my God, these people don't need any more water, So yeah, it's not good. And I don't have the answer for them. I tell you one, I wouldn't live there. I wouldn't move back, because if that happened just now, and even though Harvey was considered one of the worst in 12 years, what's to say what could happen a few years down the road, But it seems to me that no matter where you go, there's going to be devastation of some sort, that people are just not going to be settled, and feel like they're safe all the time. So, but somehow you make it through, and you get through it. I mean, I went through devastating earthquakes all of my life, and you just pick up and you just keep going and you do the best you can. That's why I'm still working. And plus, other reasons, but, yeah. So, there's, some people are just trying to, they're using their kayaks, all their recreational, vehicles, they're using it towards good now. So that's good that they're helping, rescue animals and that kind of thing. Anyway, listen, this is for two things. I'm going to put a link to off the eye explanation of the rapture, and in there I believe it talks about the 1,000-year millennial that our Bible talks about. I want you to please remember that our Bibles are literal, spiritual, celestial, and that we cannot take everything literally. That these things that are happening that the Bible explains, for example, about our the 1,000-year reign, that Satan will be bound up, that sort of thing, is a spiritual event. Okay, it's not literal. Okay, it's not going to actually see that a person happen, that it's happening to. So, I listened to it once, and you guys can listen to it, and if you have comments that you want to make, then, get back in touch with me, and we can discuss it. I don't know all the answers to everything either. I'm not a scholar. I'm just telling you what my journey is and where I'm going with it, and what the Lord's leading me to, and helping me to understand, because I've been praying about it and asking Him to reveal things to me as I go along in my life. I talked about the guardian angels and our angels and our unemployed angels and that sort of thing. And really, you can ask them for help. We shouldn't talk to spirits and mediums. Well, a lot of things wouldn't be happening in the Bible if we didn't, right? If Moses didn't see the burning bush, the people wouldn't have left Egypt. Things would not have happened. Okay, people didn't see angels. If people didn't see miracles, if people didn't see these certain things, Jesus wouldn't have, come. I mean, things just would not have happened. All right, without these supernatural, spiritual things going on. So, I know that it's hard when you've been ingrained with teaching that isn't necessarily correct. And it was hard for me to pull myself out of that and to start over and follow a core principle that Jesus is God. And that's all I started with. And so did R.C. Wilkerson from Open Door Ministries in Long Beach. I just took that core principle and then started with that. And Swedenborg has a book called The New Christianity. He wasn't here to set up a church. He was here to write, and to write down his account of what he was able to see. And if you have accepted that there is a God, that He sent His Son, that you connect with His love in your heart, then know that whatever you have done in your past has been forgiven, okay? And that you're starting with a new slate. You're starting with a new page. And so from here on out, if you have Jesus in your heart and you're connecting with heaven, and with your spiritual side is connecting with God, and you've asked Him to be a part of your life and to help you be a better person and to walk more like Jesus, then you're starting new. And you will notice, and when you pray and you ask God to reveal things to you, to clean up your life, you'll notice that you'll be wanting to ask forgiveness for certain things that has been done, that happened in your past life, things that you felt bad about. And so you'll ask God, and these thoughts will come in your mind, and you'll say, oh yeah, yeah, man, I wish I didn't do that. Please forgive me for that, And so you'll think about it. It might come back a couple of times. There might be that you need to really think about it some more, and how will you avoid doing that in the future. And, you may need to relive it a little bit to truly understand what was going on, psychologically as well, and so, and spiritually. And then, you'll go through a period of time of having this happen to you. And then that will subside. And then you'll be loving, you'll want to do more, you'll want to give, you'll want to be participating in some sort of church and be with like-minded people. And, things will come up and you'll be tested, so to speak. And you may be all right, or you may fail. And then you pick yourself back up again and you realize, aha, this is not good. Or just little things that you may say without thinking, and then you'll notice a reaction from whoever you're talking to, and you'll know, oh, man, that was not the thing to say, or that was not the thing to do, because of the reaction of people, because you're loving those people and you want them to be, you want to put them first. You want them to, what's the thing I'm thinking? You'll want to be more loving towards them more than yourself. And so by putting them first in your life, you're going to encounter more test, if you will. And how do you navigate through that? And so that's what I've noticed as well in my Christian walk. And by saying, to the Lord, I want my mornings to be given, my first fruits of the day to be devoted to you by, and I've decided to read the Bible. And that's, part of it. Also, anything that I learn, I'd like to share. And so, my first fruits is not just reading the Bible, but also doing music. And so I've noticed that my playing is improving, my singing is improving. People are requesting me to do things like songs, and that it's lifting them up in their spirit. And so I'm giving. That's my way of doing it. Your way could be anything else: painting, photography, your own YouTube channel, or another medium, Facebook. It could be helping animals. It could be anything, children, mentoring. It could be any, teaching it, whatever it is that you're good at, that you want to share with other people. That could be your reason, your purpose for being here, and it's also just to delight the Lord, because He loves you so very, very much, and just wants you to flourish, and so that He can delight in you, okay? Because He loves every little nook and cranny of you, because He made you. You are a part of Him. And so whatever you've done in the past, put it in the past. Just forget about it for now. Things will come up, you'll address it, and you'll go, okay. But then just move on. You're a different and new person now, once you've accepted the Lord in your heart. Okay? All right, love you. Have a great one. I'm going to read the Bible right now.